UFC 325, January 31st. With me today, Torrez Finney. Torrez, how we doing, man?
Hey, I'm great. Hey, thank you for having me on the show, man. Thank you very much, Jake. I'm honored and blessed to be on here. And yeah, man, I'm preparing really hard. Just got done training, so yeah, I'm really excited for January 31st.
Well, we're glad to have you. Your Home of Fight debut, first interview of many, hopefully, my man. And first pay-per-view for yourself in the UFC. How does that feel compared to just a fight night or an Apex card?
This is something that I actually been looking forward to. I tell a lot of people, I know what the adage that I get, obviously coming off last fight, but I tell people I fight a lot better in front of a crowd. And crazy enough, 4 out of my last 5 fights have been in the Apex,
Yeah.
with all those Contender Series fights. So it has always been weird to constantly keep going inside of that atmosphere over and over again. Obviously, you still got to go out there and perform. Obviously, you got to go out there and handle business. But finally, whether they're booing or cheering me, I finally get to be able to fight in front of a huge crowd. And I think now you'll be able to see a lot more that come out of me. One, we're in a bigger cage, which I feel like in this upcoming fight, it could actually favor me. And then 2 is, we'll have a lot of opportunities to do a lot of things, and I think it'll excite the crowd.
And it's interesting because you're a fan favorite, I would say, but you're fighting an Australian in Australia. So what do you expect? Do you expect some boos, cheers, mixed review?
I expect some boos. I think I'll expect more boos. One, because the guy is from Sydney, Australia, and then 2, obviously a little bit probably after the last fight. But to me, I've always wanted, personally, I've always wanted to be a road dog eventually in my fight career because I've never had the chance to do that. I'm a big sports guy, big in football. I played a lot of football growing up, and going on the road is one of the big things. Being able to play on the road and in hostile environments. And I think this will definitely be one of those hostile environments, especially going to fight a guy that's literally born and raised from Sydney, Australia. Yeah. So I think that's one of the exciting parts that I'm excited to be able to go out and do.
And is this, the new Paramount Plus era? Is this anything that you're excited about specifically? Second card ever on Paramount, or not something you're thinking about too much?
That's nothing I've really thought about too much of. I am excited to see how it is on Paramount. It is interesting to see us go from ESPN, obviously, to Paramount, because you got to remember, ESPN, worldwide leader in sports, being able to be on that platform is very easy and attainable to a lot of casual and average fans compared to something like Paramount. But I think more for the fight fans, it'll be something easy to be able to go and grasp. Where I think sometimes, you don't have that same thing, with ESPN. ESPN is easy for casuals. I think Paramount is more for the fight people, but I think, casuals will be able to catch on, especially when they see the price. I mean, you can't be $59 for a year.
No, so. I was on that, man. I was like, bing, sold. The way I view it, though, is I think ESPN is more like the casual sports fan, where I feel like Paramount just might be the more casual, like, person. Maybe someone that doesn't even watch sports might just tune in and be like, oh, UFC, what's this,
Yeah, I can actually see that. I can see that because I do know a lot of people that have Paramount. So yeah, it definitely works.
Exactly, man. But a great fight to kick it off for yourself, Jacob Malkoun, a dog to say the least, out of Australia, like you said. So, what are your thoughts on Jacob and this fight overall?
I think Jacob is a really good fighter. Obviously experienced. He does what he does. Regardless of what the opponent brings to the table, he does what he does. Grindy. Stays on people. And I actually like it because sometimes I see a lot of people. Hey, wait a minute. Interview. One of our Russian friends here.
Do your thing, Russian friend.
Interview. So one of my teammates, he's gonna be in the UFC soon. He's 6-0, really good. Like you have so many opportunities, and like with him, he's very tenacious, stays on things, really tenacious in the grappling area. Which is something that I think I fought somebody like that before in my coming up in the regional scenes, but to see a guy like him right now, I think, oh man, that's really awesome to be able to fight somebody very similar in styles than I am. So I think that clashing of the heads is going to be something that's really big, but also the fact that it'll come to the fact of the other areas that I think this fight could definitely play out in.
Are you any sort of a prediction guy at all? Do you have a prediction for this?
I'm not much of a prediction guy. No. But I guarantee that at the end of that night, my hand will be raised. That's one of the things I feel like I'm really confident in the game plan that we have, the preparation that we're doing. I've been blessed to be here, a part of Daniel Cormier's fight team, and he's put us through the ringer, man. It's definitely not easy. This is some tough training, and he's putting us through it. And he's going to make sure we're ready for anything, whether it's in the grappling, whether it's in the striking, whether it's jiu-jitsu on the cage, anything, etc. Like we're going to be prepared for everything that comes forward.
And just because you mentioned DC's gym, to clarify, are you like full time over there now, or just splitting with a couple other gyms still? What's the deal?
No, full time. I'm. He brought me here in August. And DC did a little recruiting. Brought a few fighters from different places. Already had a few fighters already here, and he basically told us all. We have team meetings all the time. He's like, I want to bring back what AKA had. And I can definitely see that. As you see, we got a few Russian guys here. That's Dima. We got Girman. We have Davi. We have Moha. We have a lot of really good Russian guys that come over that crazy wrestling. We got Antonio Andrade, who just had a crazy knockout on Fury. He's coming up. We got a guy, Wallace McCoy, another upcomer. We just have so many talented guys. Anthony Figueroa, like these, and they already got really great records. We just had Tommy Gant get into the UFC last year. We just had oh my gosh, Emanol Rodriguez get into UFC as well. So, and then we had Chapolin, who fought on the contenders. He won, had a great fight. He didn't get a contract, but he'll be back soon. So we have a lot of guys that are just trailing on, and the team is really growing, and I think we're going to come up. I think this is going to be a big year for us.
So I'm a Philly guy. So Sean Brady, Joe Pfeiffer at Marquez MMA. I'm pretty close with that gym. Every good gym, man, they just got half of American UFC fighters, whatever, and the other half's just your stands, your Russians,
I know.
It's crazy, man.
You need them because they do bring a different type of feel towards the gym. They are tough. Absolutely. The way that they train, the way that they go by things. Like, it's funny. We always make a joke because they make soup all the time. Beef soup and chicken soup and all this soup. And I don't want to eat soup, but it's the family thing with them. And it's so awesome to be a part of not only this team, but, be a part of this environment. And then to learn from the guys we learn from. Not only obviously DC being our coach, but we having multiple guys that brought him up, throughout his career, to also being our coaches here. Also bringing in some other guys. Like we got Jermaine Soto, former world champion kickboxer, also being one of our striking coaches. Tiago Beowulf, Rosendo, Coach Anthony Figueroa Sr. He also did a lot of fighting coming up. So we have so many great MMA coaches overall that are really, bringing the team up and pushing us all together.
Now, is he going to corner you, or is he on commentary? How's this going to work?
Yeah, he'll be on commentary. No, he won't do no cornering, but he'll be on commentary. Yeah, he definitely has a big hand in all of our fights. So yeah, he definitely helps us out in terms of game plan, what the plan is, what we're going to do, etc., etc.
One of those fights, maybe you guys are clinching against the cage right in front of commentary, and DC hits one of the, man, I really wish Torrez would go for the takedown. Anything like that, maybe?
hey, you could see that. Oh my gosh, he's definitely like that. Oh, and also I forgot, and Jacoby Smith. He's another one that'll be also a part of. He's coming next week actually. So yeah, he's obviously getting ready for his upcoming fight he got in Houston. So it's going to be. We got a tough room here, man. Tough room.
Hey, I love it, man. Coach DC putting in the work over there. I want to switch tones quickly, just to something. This is my weirdest question I have to ask you, and it's not something I would ask you, but I'm a journalist, so I listen to the fans, and I'm sure you see some Torrez Finney memes where you have a unique body type. You're a very bulky boy. You see those memes. One, what are your thoughts on these memes? Do you enjoy it? Do you think they're funny?
Yeah, I enjoy it. So you gotta remember, I'm a little bit of a troll myself. Now I won't do it on social media, but I enjoy the memes. It's funny because I have friends send them to me I don't see, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. So I see all the memes, I see all the stuff. They're clever. I enjoy it. Uh, look, the memes are actually pretty funny because I'll be like dying laughing. Whether they're like for me or against me, I enjoy them all. So no, there's no bad intentions, bad like feelings on my side.
I think it's your memes are funny, and they also remind me of like you ever seen the Derek Brunson one where he's just in a hallway, like dude,
Yeah, so he's standing like that. Yeah,
cracks me up, dude, cracks me
yeah, I
up.
love those. I love those.
Now some
One
of
of
these
my favorite.
fans,
Like,
sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. What were you saying?
I think one of my favorite memes. It was around the time I got brought back on the Contender Series the third time, and they had the Simpsons. When the Simpsons kick out somebody. When the bartender was kicking out Homer Simpson, and he just stood right behind him, like at the end. It was like one of the funniest memes that I think I've
Oh,
seen
I didn't see
out
that
of
one.
all of. I will have to find it. Let me see if I find it real quick. But to me, I'm like, dude, whoever be coming up with these clever ideas, y'all are like pretty good. I saved it in my phone because I thought,
It
okay,
was
I said,
that
all right,
good. The
that's
basement
pretty funny.
dwellers, dude, they're good.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty
Oh,
funny
it's so
because
good.
I got brought back a third time, and I was like, it's
Oh,
like
it's
I can't get
crazy.
rid of them.
3 times on Contender Series. That
Oh
was
man, so
nonsense,
yeah,
bro. But it worked out. You're here, and the memes are flowing. Now, something else I've seen fans.
it
A
is.
lot of fans don't know you started as a heavyweight. So this next question might be ridiculous. Is there ever a possibility you fight welterweight, or is middleweight your home?
Middleweight's my home. I did the testing at the UFC PI,
Hmm.
and when they did the testing, they were like, "Oh, we gotta let's see." They always do it to a lot of fighters, especially the ones that just get in. See the lowest you can cut, your body fat percentage, etc., etc. Full 9 yards in testing your whole body, and I was at 223 when I did that testing,
Wow.
and I only had 13% body fat,
Damn.
and they were like, basically, you would have to like change your body type and like not work out for a very long time for you to cut to 170. They said we don't see no chance of you making 170.
Yeah.
Just the way your body is built, density, bone density, and it's just because this is years of football. What people don't understand,
Yeah.
this is years and years of football. Like I don't even work out as much as I used to anymore. I really don't. It's just my body, it's just adaptive over time. And then you also got to remember, like in a way, you're technically working out, lifting, and doing certain things when you're training.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I would just have to completely do like straight up like cardio, but it would change up a little bit of the complexion of what I do as a fighter. Because I mean, to be honest, my strength is a part of one of my
Yeah.
attributes. So I'm just gonna continue to be better at middleweight. I mean, heck, my head coach, I mean, DC, look at him. Very undersized for light heavyweight and heavyweight, and it didn't stop him too much. So I plan to do the same.
Well, thank you for playing nice and playing along there with my fun fan questions. On a more serious note now, you get a big win over Malkoun. I mean, what's next for you in terms of both timeline for return if all is healthy, and then are there specific names you think would be good fights for you coming up?
Yeah, man, it's a fight that I definitely wanted for a minute, but I definitely wanted both. I really do. I think I match up really well against him. I've seen him fight multiple times. I do know he has a few fights already. I know he was on the cusp of top 15, so I'll probably have to work up more to get towards that. But he's one of those guys I definitely look forward to, and really just anybody whatever they give me within the middleweight division, I'm really confident. I'm confident in my style. I'm confident in my game and the way we a game plan for opponents. You give me a fight camp, I feel like I can beat anybody on the planet. So that's just the way I am. I have the wrestling. People sleep on my striking, but I have the striking as well, and also have the jiu-jitsu. So you bring it any area of the game, I'm going to be 100% prepared.
That Bo Nickal head kick knockout doesn't turn you off. You still want that fight, yeah?
No, that don't turn me off at all. Because it's more. He did really good at what he was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to always look at like the outline of a fight. Rodolfo Vieira is a really good fighter.
Yeah.
I've trained with Rodolfo multiple times. He's really good, top tier jiu-jitsu. But for some of Rodolfo's game to work, it required him taking down Bo Nickal.
Yes.
And he's not going to be able to take down Bo Nickal. So that just showed, like, okay, if you work in this area, like, you have the advantage here. And that's what Bo did. Bo had the advantage in the striking area, because he also had the threat of the takedown. And obviously he set up the head kick really well after having a really good performance throughout the first 2 rounds. So, yeah, I definitely give a lot of credit to both. Both look really good.
And just the top of your division right now is seemingly clogged just with Khamzat up there. I ask a lot of middleweight guys, hey, who can beat Khamzat? The consensus is almost kind of no one right now. What are your thoughts on this? Is there anyone in middleweights that can take Khamzat out at the moment? And you can't say yourself. You can't say yourself.
I can't say myself.
Can't say
Well,
yourself.
Honestly, you have to game plan. It really comes down to the fact that you're gonna have to wrestle, and you're gonna be able to have to keep up the pace. Because I think the mistake that Dricus made was not so much of he wasn't gonna be able to close the gap in between him and wrestling,
Right.
but you have to make him work harder for it. And once he gets it, you have to make him work hard to hold you down. So like that's the like the problem that I felt like Dricus didn't do enough of. He didn't make him work hard for the takedown, and he didn't make him work hard enough once he got taken down.
Mm-hmm.
And that allowed a person like Chimaev to look really good. I'm not saying Chimaev don't have cardio. I do believe they have cardio. The fights he's done, but it is a lot easier to fight like that when you don't have as much resistance. Because you saw him fall off a little bit in the 5th, but that's anybody, any fighter. If you're fighting for 5 rounds, you should be tired.
I'm good at the end of one, bro.
I'm about to say that's realistic. So, you have to make him work harder. And I think that's something that Burns did. I think something that's what Usman did. They made him work hard for everything. And that's any fight, any fighter. You have to make them work. The more you make them work, the more some of the things that they usually do will start losing its steam. They'll start losing a little bit of its pop. And I think some of those takedowns will become something easier to see, which you saw Dricus, as the fight went on, defended a little bit better and a little bit better. But then, eventually got the takedown. But he needed to consistently do that in the first round. So when he did hit those 3rd, 4th, and 5th, he could. So basically, to answer your question, the only person I feel like that can do that are 2 guys that are fighting, Sean Strickland and Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. I definitely think I've trained with Sean a good bit, and I definitely think he has the cardio and the get up game constantly to be able to do that with Chimaev. Because is Sean going to probably get taken down? Yeah, but is you going to hold him down? That's going to be the key.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Chimaev is going to be able to consistently keep doing. That's going to be interesting. But we first got to see Sean beat Fluffy, which is also another interesting fight. So I think those are the 2 best chance guys right now at the top that has a chance at doing that.
Do you think Sean does beat Fluffy?
I do. It's gonna be interesting. Because Fluffy depends a lot on the takedowns.
Yeah.
And I think because he depends a lot on the takedowns, I just think it's gonna be a good fight. That's a good fight. I don't know, because I've trained with one. I see how one fights. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna choose Sean Strickland. I am. I think he can be able to keep that pace with him the entire time. But Fluffy is a tough guy. It's gonna be hard for him to finish those takedowns.
Torrez, before I get you out of here, just in light of it being 2026 and us talking fights for the past 20 minutes, I'm curious about goals for you this coming year, but not in the octagon, outside of the octagon. What do you want to accomplish?
Well, for me, I want to just consistently be better overall as being more into the word. For me, I'm a Christian, so I do my best to be more into the word. That's one of my main goals. And then number 2, to be the best fighter I could possibly be on the planet. Continue to work hard, continue to elevate not only just me, but the people that are around me. Because I'm a little bit of a team guy, man. I am. I tell people, when I help coach a little bit of like kids wrestling or help coach anybody or showing anybody something, and they succeed, by utilizing something that you help them do, you feel almost better doing that than sometimes you exceeding. And that's just one of my things that I want to consistently to be better at. Continue to help elevating the people around me, and and just continue to keep enjoying life. I've been blessed. Everybody wish to be, professional athlete. People wish to be not only just a fighter, fight in the UFC, and obviously continue to do the things that I've been blessed to be able to do. So, man, I want to continue to enjoy it and put my best foot forward at it every single time.
And I lied. I have one more just because I thought about it, and I promise it's the last one. So
No, go ahead. No.
appreciate it. But, Islam, Khamzat, these wrestlers, they're starting to dominate the world of UFC. It's kind of been that way for a while now, maybe starting with Khabib, maybe going back to GSP. Beside the point, my question is, do you think that your guys' team over there, led by DC, could maybe be this next generation to have a solution for all this, whatever you want to call it, Dagestani wrestling, if you will?
I do. To combat wrestling, you have to combat wrestling with wrestling. People try other ways to avoid it. There's just no way. You have to wrestle. And I think because of that, I think with what we bring to the table, the things that we've been able to do, obviously, like I said, we have our own, stands and Russians here, and they're really good. And the thing is, we're not only just good in one area, we're also really good in the striking area. And, we're a tight niche bunch. And I think we're very well all around. And I think as we continue to grow overall as a team and as grow as fighters, we're going to be something to really have to reckon with. And I think in due time, the academy is going to be a team you're going to have to watch out for.
DC spent 2-3 years Dagestan, so proof's in the pudding. Torrez, before I get you out of here, anything for the fans, the mic is yours.
Hey, man, I want to thank all the people that support me. Thank all the people that have been, on this journey with me. I'm really excited, and I can't wait for January 31st. I'm coming to put on the show and coming to dominate, man. I'm coming to dominate. You're going to see the real Torrez Finney, the one that a lot of people have come to know. And, not only that one, but a much more improved one. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait for January 31st. I'm coming to finish.
Battle number 1, 18-hour flight. Battle number 2, the scale. Battle number 3, Jacob Malkoun. Can't wait.
Yes, sir.
UFC 325. Torrez Finney, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, brother.